Oh, hey. Welcome back.
How's it going, guys? Today I'm joined by Donnie here, and as you can see, we've done a little bit more expansion down here. The chest room is not yet finished, however. I'm gonna quickly run back here and just show. This is where we're gonna put the vault, and here is where a mine shaft is. So there's not really much down there. Let's get to what really matters. We have cleared a lot of land over here, and I guess it's not land because it's underground, right? No.
Yeah, it's walls of stone.
Walls of stone, that's not land. Anyways, we're going to make a bread machine. Farming wheat is, it works, but it's a little bit inefficient, so we're going to make a machine that's going to make that a lot easier. So what we have is 8 soil block. What we have is 8 soil blocks here. You want to count this for me, Donnie? You know how many this is?
Yeah, that's 8, but it should be 9.
No.
Why not?
No. That's not it.
But look, 9 would be even, right? I mean, guys, out there, 9 you give you 9 at a time and you can make 3 breads.
No, because all right. For reasons we're gonna explain later, and I don't think he thought about yet. Maybe he did, but yeah, because feeding the bone meal into the top hoppers, we only have an 8 long stream.
Why did you just break all that garbage?
It's mine now. All right. So, anyways, let's go over this plan. So, how we want this to work is you're gonna walk up to this. So, and this is gonna be the big chamber here. So, this is gonna be flush with the wall. There's gonna be a wall running here, and what's gonna happen is you're gonna walk up to this and push a button or something, and it'll give you some seeds. You can walk along, plant the seeds. You'll activate a pressure plate, which will then bone meal all of this, so it's fully grown. You'll destroy it on the way back, and on this end, you should then have surplus seeds. So you can just continue that, planting on this way. They get bone mealed, destroy on the way back, and so on and so forth until you have enough bread. So let's go and get started. Semi-automation. I don't believe there is a way to plant seeds yet. Hopefully that'll be added eventually. So dispensers go here, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me tell them about the monitor system because I'm kind of stoked about this.
I'm gonna plant the stuff that I know where it goes while you talk about that, and then yeah.
Right. So we've got this all set up. We want to, like Greg mentioned, we want to have like a giant oasis down here. But this is going to be like the hub. So all the technical stuff is going to go down here. And we're thinking about the wall behind Greg. There's going to be a big open area. And at the end, there will be a big monitor. And what you're going to be able to do is kind of like swipe through the different farms and get status updates. So you'll have little redstone lamps that will tell you, like, the health of the system, whether or not it's on, for example, if storage is full. So we're going to have A, B, C, and D for potential storage tracking for the main monitor. And then each farm will get its own monitor. So it's a little complicated, but I think it'll add a certain spice to this, something that I am interested in, of course, and I think you guys will like as well. So yeah, just kind of a universal controlling system and also monitoring system. And like I said, each one will have its own individual monitoring stuff, which will be cool.
Yeah, so depending on the type of farm that we have going, there's different information that we're obviously going to want to pull from this. So for this, we're going to have bone meal feeding the top of these dispensers here, and we're going to want status updates of whether or not we're out of bone meal. So we're kind of, right now we just want to get this functional, and then later on we'll focus on going back and making sure it looks good and making sure that all the status monitors work correctly, and obviously what sort of information each farm needs to pull. Because obviously this, a wheat farm like this is going to need to tell you different stuff than, say, a sugarcane farm. A sugarcane farm runs automatically, and you just want to know whether the storage is full. So
or it's on,
or whether it's on,
like
or stuff like that.
Universal stuff. See, that's the point. The main monitor is going to have universal stuff that each one shares, and then the individual monitors are going to have like specific stuff.
Okay, so what's the next step with this? Do you want some of this stuff from me?
Sure. Here. If I can remember, I guess
just to sort of accent the pressure plate, I'm going to go ahead and put it there. And
all right,
we've got chest here, hoppers, redstone, torches, stuff like that. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
right?
I'll just lay down the we designed this on a creative world already, so we kind of know what's going on. So what I've got to do here is make it so when you step on this pressure plate, only on the on pulse. So this is going to be I think up edge. I don't remember all the technical terms. It's been a while, but this is gonna activate when you step on it, and not like you can't like spam this because that would probably screw stuff up. So what it's gonna do is it's going to toggle on and then shoot these dispensers 3 times because you need at least 3 bone meal to fully grow the seeds. So I'm just gonna dig a small area here, and I'm gonna make a little monostable circuit. So you don't mind that I do this with cobble, do you? Because
yeah, go ahead. That's fine. Yeah.
All right. So what I'm going to do is make this nice little compact monostable circuit. Now this is going to be kind of sketchy because the way I have to lay this out in the most compact way possible is going to use a lot of repeaters, and it's going to look a little weird, but it'll work, and that's all that matters, right? Especially if it's hidden. Right. So this little monostable, just for the technical side, if you watch what happens when I step on this pressure plate, no matter how long I stay on, it's just going to give a 1-tick pulse. Also, I may be wrong about 1-tick pulses, but I think they've been changed since I've played. So, you know, if you Redstone guys are, you know, up to speed, let me know. But so yeah, like I said, I step on this, no matter how long I stay on it, it's only going to fire once until I step off and go back on it. So that means that you're not going to be like stepping all over it and shooting stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
So now what I have to do is split this into 3 separate pulses so that these are going to fire 3 times. And the only way I know to do this without like clocks and stuff is to pull this redstone out and then go directly into it with a repeater and then delay 4 ticks with 1-tick repeaters. I'm going to do this actually a little bit different. And the reason this is going to be so complicated is because we need to keep the integrity of the 1-tick pulse, but we also need to delay them so they go at separate times. And I'm trying to remember how I do this. I might actually have to go on my creative world to see, but we'll just experiment and see what happens.
Okay, that's fine.
Just yeah, make sure all these torches I'm breaking aren't paramount. Okay, let's see if this reaches and works. It looks nasty, I know, but
yeah, so if this works, this should pulse all the... You want to stand back there just to make sure that... Or I'll watch it. Go ahead and step on that. Yeah, it looks like everything pulsed correctly as it should. Even the one down on the end got 3 times. So,
wait, they're supposed to get 3 times. What do you mean?
Yeah. No, even the one on the end pulsed 3 times correctly. Yeah.
Cool.
So there isn't any issues. Yeah, it is unfortunate with the new update that you now need, you know, bone meal has variable efficiency, and I believe with 3, it grows almost all the time.
It will grow all the time. As far as I saw,
100%.
As far as I saw in our creative world, I'm fairly certain that yes, every time it will.
Okay.
You know, 3 is
all right. All right. So the next step of this is we're gonna want a way to dispense seeds once you step into the room. So
yeah.
Okay. So this gets the growth correctly. So imagine I'm coming along here. I'm gonna pick up all these seeds. So I decide, okay, I need bread, and I walk over here, and there's going to be an initial dispenser which we're about to set up, and I think you have all the... I grabbed some additional redstone just in case you need it. Okay. So there's going to be a dispenser here, so you're going to walk up saying, okay, I want to make some bread here. So you walk up, activate the dispenser, it gives you some seeds. I think 8's a good quantity, right?
Yeah, plenty.
And then you go along, plant your 8 seeds... Step on this, the dispensers would then fire, everything grows, and you would destroy the fully grown wheat on the way back. Then you would use your surplus seeds to then replant and continue that cycle until you believe you have enough wheat or you've lost your patience, whatever it may be.
Now, there is a possibility with the new how you harvest seeds from wheat, how it doesn't always give you a seed. There is a possibility, it's a long shot, but there's a possibility you have a net loss. And the answer to that is you just press the button again and get 8 more seeds. There's almost 0% chance of that happening because every time you're likely to net seeds, so you should be good. The first one is the only one that may be a little shaky. Other than that, this thing's smooth sailing. We've tested it, like I said, in creative, and it works nice. I like it.
All right, so you want to go ahead and work on how we're going to start setting up that dispenser then? Where do we want to do that?
Well... It's just got to be out to the side.
Yeah, right here, because it looks like this is where flush with the wall is going to be. So we'll do a ground level dispenser here. You see where I'm standing?
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and place a dispenser there.
Okay.
Where the torch is.
There we go.
All right, there we go. So then what we want is a button on this block, which will activate the dispenser.
Yep.
And we want... Here, you want to go ahead and toss me a hopper in a chest?
One hopper?
One
21
hopper.
chests.
Yeah, that'll do. All right. So, anyways, this is going to then take your surplus seeds. You can place them back in here. Say I have 7. It's going to feed them back into the hopper, and there we go. So now we need to, I'll go ahead and make a button. We need a way to dispense 8 seeds at a time.
And the issue is I don't have enough repeaters for that to do it the same way, and you know how complicated it was on the creative one. Other than that, I'm trying to think of an alternative way to with one button pulse.
Why don't we do a toggleable clock? Can we get that working? So a top.
Well, that's what was so complicated on the other one. So.
Well, here's some more repeat. We have a lot of repeaters.
Oh, how many? Oh, maybe I can do it. Okay. Did you make more?
No, they were in the chest over there.
Oh yeah, right. I made 64, but I only put 32 in this chest. That's right. So yeah, you can see how many repeaters I needed over here for 3 pulses. Yeah, gonna need more for 8. So we'll see.
Let's attempt to use a different system then.
Well, see, that's the thing. The only other thing I can think of is a toggleable clock. See, we have the luxury though of only having to do 7, because when you press this the first time, you're giving power directly to the dispenser anyway, so there is an initial pulse. Also, hoppers, are they solid? If not, we're going to have to change how we have this set up. Hold on, let's see something.
Yeah, attempt that. It has seeds, so go ahead.
Okay.
Nothing fired.
Okay, let's just try toggling it.
So, put a repeater against the back of the hopper.
I did.
That didn't work. Okay, we'll have to power it from underneath.
Well, we could what we could do is have the button come underneath. Check this out. Let's get rid of this, or at least move the water source. Let me do this. I got buckets. Oh, okay. I can't read, so
that might be an issue.
Okay, let's just leave this open. So what we can do, check this out. Oh, never mind. What I was gonna do is put a redstone here, and then pull it out with a repeater, and then have, well, let's just say it won't work, because what's gonna happen when it goes back in, it's gonna loop. So okay, never mind. Scratch that.
The button would begin the loop, and there'd be no way to execute it.
Yeah. So let's just do it from under, like you said.
Yes.
Here you go. That's good. That works just as well. And we can come straight out. Let me get some building blocks. So, yeah. You know, grueling redstone garbage.
Yeah, I know. Whew. Okay. Clocks. You're sure there's no way to... Oh, I know what we can do.
What's that?
You know the comparators?
Yeah.
Is there any way to have a clock running back here? Like not an obscenely fast clock. So a clock runs, and then activating this makes the comparator take the output from the clock instead of this.
I don't want clocks, but I just got an idea when you said that, completely unrelated. And okay. It's similar to what we have over here, but it'll fire out, and it'll go in a loop. It'll come out, and then the signal will come back, and then the signal will surplus back into itself 7 times or 6 times or whatever. I'm not exact. It's just something flopping around in my head. We'll see how it works.
Okay.
So, what I'm thinking. See, like I said, the problem is that if we have, I don't know if I went into how this works, but we have to reduce this to a 1-tick pulse, so we need a monostable circuit. And the issue with repeaters is that you have to use them in their purest form. You have to use them as 1-tick delay repeaters. Otherwise, what you get is when you set this to 2 ticks or 3 ticks or 4 ticks, it's going to actually extend the pulse. So if you extend the pulse, then the pulse that goes back into the line to power the dispenser is going to last too long for the next one to fire on and on.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's why we need so many repeaters, and this actually might end up being the same thing. I think we might be able to get away with it, though.
I believe Donnie's figured it out here. So the way it's going to work is pushing this button will activate this monostable circuit, which will, of course, give you a 1-tick pulse right here, which will then activate the second firing, because pushing the button gives you the first shot. Then this activates the second, and then what's going to happen is it's going to sort of continue down this circuit, sending back pulses with each block it hits here.
Yeah. So you need two 1-tick repeaters in between, because as I started to explain, having a repeater set at anything higher than 1 tick is going to extend the pulse. So that makes the monostable just it makes it so that whole 1 tick pulse thing with the monostable it's just going to break all that, and they'll just stay on. So yeah, like he said, what I got here, it comes out of the monostable, but cleverly straight down, so I can save some repeaters, and then it gets delayed 2 ticks in between each. So let's try it. Let's see what happens. Let's check it out.
Okay.
It didn't work.
It didn't work. It extended the pulse, of course.
Let me see.
Hold on.
Press it. I want to see what happens.
Yeah, stay there. I'm going to activate it. I received 1 seed.
It's weird.
Which is, of course, 7 less than what we planned on. Which would make us 12.5% of the way there.
Do it again.
Right. Here we go. 1 seed.
Nope.
Nope.
It was all of them.
Okay, that works. Slightly. Did you pick any up?
I think I may have.
All right, stay over there.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. So.
Oh, you know what it is? When you press the button initially,
it stays on for half a second.
So long. Yeah. So we got to. I just got to delay this.
What, the initial pulse? Because that.
No, I have to delay it coming back in. So.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.
Oh, that's interesting.
I received 6.
Well.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking we make it so the button isn't next to the dispenser, and I just extend this line to get rid of that.
That's fine. I'll go ahead and move that then. I'm gonna shift the monostable over by 1.
All right. Try to keep the output coming from the same spot. It should be easy. I'll just build it. Don't worry about it.
I'll just do it for you.
I'll draw it for you. Put it where you think the button should be.
There we go. So that's where we're gonna want. Actually, tell you what.
Actually, you can do it up to the right.
No. Watch. Well, because the wall's gonna be here, so we'll go ahead and do the button there.
Okay.
How's that?
Yeah, that's good. So that means I can put this here. Have that. Run this way. Have this here, and then. I'll just do this.
Okay.
And then I keep this in the same spot. So
Ready?
Press it and see how many you get. It won't be the right amount.
1,
I just
2,
want to see.
3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So we're too short right now. So we need to extend the line by 2.
Yeah. So that what I'm going to do is wrap it around. Okay. I won't wrap it around.
No.
I was going to put it. Look, I'll show you. I was going to dig into the wall just a little bit and then bring it back around town. So I was going to have this here and this, and then I'm going to do a little clever elbow joint thing here, and then put that there.
So that will give you your 2 you need?
This will be the last one.
Okay.
So then I'll just put this here.
So power is transferred through blocks immediately, as if it nets the same result as this right here, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you want me to go test it out?
Yeah. Let's check it out.
Let's see what happens. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unfortunately, I only got 6.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Go
Maybe.
down.
I know what I did. These repeaters have to be 2 ticks. I don't. To be honest, I don't know what I'm talking about. When I do stuff like this isn't my conventional stuff. If you guys have seen what I built, so it's a little bit alien to me. I just kind of put stuff down, think it out, and then when it doesn't work, I just adjust repeaters, and then it works. So.
And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plant.
Bone meal, break, and then you like we said, you should only have to do that once. So.
I don't think it did activate. Oh, they just can't fire because there's nothing in them.
Yeah, of course.
Durr.
I got some bone meal on me. I can test it.
Not yet. I'm gonna test it with just a block in each one.
Okay.
Even though this is completely unnecessary, I just want to demonstrate the function here.
Demonstrate.
So
Demon slay.
Demon slay. Oh no. Okay, so the last thing I need to do then is create a feeding system so that bone meal gets automatically dispensed into these hoppers here.
Yeah.
And
unfortunately, we're gonna have to load it by hand.
You think so?
The bone meal. Yeah. Well, I mean, we're gonna have to make the.
We're gonna have to craft the bone meal by hand, so it wouldn't really do much to have that system automated. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I think what we should do is have when we get a skeleton farm, we get a huge surplus of bones, and then what we do is every once in a while we'll just together we'll pull it out and craft all the bone meal we can and throw it in a chest, and that chest will siphon it down to here. So at least it's semi-automated.
Well, because quite honestly, once you fill these up, and I don't know, since it only takes 3 and these each hold 9 stacks of 64.
That'll get you. You'll be good for a long time.
Yeah, 172 uses, right? Maybe. I don't know.
I don't feel like using my brain.
I can't do math.
Yeah, I can't read either.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Button pressed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plant, 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 plant. You hit that. Those blocks represent bone meal coming out.
Did that only shoot once?
Well, I only put 1 block in. It only shoots if it has items. And then, of course, they would be fully grown, so you'd break on the way back.
I'm going to, like I said off camera, I'm going to convert this to
that same system
other
over there.
side.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that is all we have for you today. So thank you for joining us. And next time, I think we're going to hollow this out a little bit more, get this ceiling widened up once we have the time. And as you can see, we're working on getting some sugarcane because an automated sugarcane farm is, of course, one of the next projects. And then we're going to have to add status monitors in. Do you want to tell them what kind of information we're going to want to pull from this system here?
This system, I think we can tell them the status of the surplus seeds. We can tell them,
so let you know whether or not you need to bring seeds over.
Yeah. We could tell them the bone meal. And what's going to be cool, imagine redstone lamps right above these stone brick blocks, and the length of that bar is how much bone meal you have. Yeah. And also, like I said, on the universal monitor, it'll just have like a little sign that says whether or not it's urgent to fill it up.
So what the idea with the universal monitor, we kind of talked this out a little bit, and of course, once we get closer to that, we're gonna define what we want from each machine a little bit more. But when you go to a farm, you're gonna get a lot of on-site information. Like standing here, I'll be able to see exactly how much bone meal I have, or I can walk up and see how many seeds I have, and we're gonna have monitors to display that here. But then in your central system, that's where you can then toggle some farms on and off, or you get the very vital information like, oh, you need to. Maybe we could even come up with a warning system. I don't know how easy that'll be, but it could warn you, oh, you're low on bone meal in your bread farm.
Yeah, we could have like little note blocks to alarm you.
That'd
just
be
like
cool.
to tell you and then we'll have the monitor come on and say which farm needs whatever.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. That's going to be in a later episode, and yeah. So thank you guys for joining us. We will see you later.